Hello and welcome. If you're listening for the first time, my name is Tavishima Ayede, and I am the host of the show. I'm a former lawyer turned business consultant, and what I do here every single day is I solve business problems. And the problem that we're going to be solving today is this: there are too many of you who you're having a conversation with someone, you're trying to close the deal, or you've gotten a meeting, you've gotten an agenda that you want to pursue with someone, and then both of you agree that you're going to have a meeting or somebody's going to do a certain thing at a certain time, at a certain place. And it is now up to you because now you define something. So it's now up to you to pursue. It is now up to you to chase. It is now up to you to follow up. And part of that process involves you sending a reminder. Okay? You have to send a reminder because people forget the fact that we have agreed that we're going to have another meeting at the 18th of February 2032 does not mean that when that time comes I will remember or that I set a reminder. So if you are sharp as a salesperson, if you are sharp as a business person, even as a politician yourself, if you are sharp, you need to be able to get in touch with the other party somehow to be sure that they remember and they will be available before you book flight ticket. Because it happens. You want to have a political meeting, you book a ticket from Lagos to Abuja, you land in Abuja only to find out that the person you're supposed to talk to is still in Morocco. The guy has not shown yet. So it's up to you to send a reminder. And part of the problem we're going to address today is this. For lots of you who send reminders, you guys do the Nigerian thing, which is you at it on WhatsApp and you now say kindly note. You just put it like that. That's supposed to be the reminder. Some of you who want to be more polite, you guys just at the message and then you say a kind reminder, sir. In fact, that's the one I've been receiving a lot because I'm behind on the podcast episodes. So I tell someone, send me a reminder so that on so date, I will put up your own podcast episode. The issues that we discussed. I'll answer your questions. So people will just at the message and say a kind reminder, sir. Some of you will just at the message on WhatsApp. When I say at the message, what I mean is sorry, I don't know the proper way of describing it, but in Nigeria, when you say you added a message, it just means you, like for WhatsApp, you put your finger on it and then you slide right. Then when you slide right, it'll give you an opportunity to reply directly to that particular message. So it'll highlight that message, you delete that message. You highlight the message and then reply to that message. Now, I think for LinkedIn, you have to long press and then I think slide left and then you'll be able to reply. So in Nigeria, well, anyway, I'm based in Abuja, so the people I come across, they say, "Oh, he just added the message." So that's what I mean. I'm not sure what the proper term is. If you know what the proper term is, please let me know. So there are some of you that will now add the message and just say, "As discussed earlier." So back to this politician example, you're supposed to meet with local government chairman. He's currently in Morocco. He's supposed to be landing in Kano. From Kano, he will drive to Abuja. You guys agreed on next week. You will just add the message and you say, my chairman, as discussed earlier. So these are the kinds of things that lots of people are doing steady in Niger. Well, at least those are the ones that I'm seeing. So if there are other examples that you will have seen and I haven't mentioned, please send them to me. Let me know. It would be nice to make a follow up episode. Just updating like, oh, these are some other things that we've heard and how we can make them better. So today's episode, what we're going to focus on is the proper way to send these reminders about the meeting, to send a reminder about the engagement. So what to do next? You and I have agreed we're going to meet, we're going to have an agenda, we're going to have a sit down, we're going to meet on site, we're going to, whatever it is. You've secured the advancement. Remember, the advancement is when both parties agree that this is what we're going to do next. So to be effective as a salesperson, you must always get an advancement. At the end of every single meeting, both of you have to collectively decide what the next step is going to be. Because if you don't get that next step, the chances of you closing the deal are low. So the deal has to move forward one step at a time, one step after another step after another step. So at every single engagement, you need to be clear what the next step is. At this current phone call you're having with Chief Iheanacho, you and Chief Iheanacho need to agree that, okay, thank you very much, Chief. Nice conversation. Looking forward to our next meeting. Chief, it'd be like, say, it's making sense. I think we should do this next so that we can achieve so, 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 and so by so, 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 and so date. Chief, what do you feel about it? Chief will say yes. If he doesn't say yes, we'll give an alternative date. Either way, you will arrive at a date. Good. When that is done, how you now remind Chief? We just say kindly note, kind reminder, sir, as discussed earlier. So those are the things we're going to do today. What is the proper way? To send a reminder to Chief Iheanacho or to Deaconess Afubero about what to do next. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, if you'd love to connect with me, you can call me, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080 If you don't have 30 minutes, 40, 50 minutes to listen to podcast episodes every day, then send me a message, ask to be added to my WhatsApp group. I'll do that. On the WhatsApp group, you're going to get quick PDF summaries. They take about 3 to 5 minutes to read, and you'll be able to get the gist of what we discussed in every single podcast episode and what the key takeaways are and things that you can apply. So, again, you want to connect? 080 If you have questions, comments, or queries, the same number. If you have inquiries, the same number. You want to get added to the WhatsApp group, it's the same number. So now, back to what we're saying. If you have had a conversation with Deaconess Afubero and she has agreed for next week, if you now add the message in WhatsApp or you send her an email and the email is just, oh, kindly note, a kind reminder, ma, as discussed earlier. Even though it happens a lot in business communications in Nigeria, sometimes they can sound passive aggressive. I know it's not your intent, but a kind reminder, sir. Sometimes I think they sound passive aggressive. I receive some of these messages and I'm like, is she trying to choke me? Like I should have recorded this thing since, but like I'm delaying. Like, is that what she's trying to insinuate? So you just send a kind reminder, ma, a kind reminder, chief. Is can be somehow. Another thing, it can be highly repetitive because sometimes Deaconess Afubero is not available like she said. So people agreed on Wednesday. You send her a message, kindly note. She responds, "Oh my dear, I'm not in Lagos. Remind me again on Friday." No problem. On Friday, you now send her a message, a kind reminder, ma. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're still in Enugu. We're supposed to be back in Lagos on Monday. Please send me a reminder." Then on Monday, you now send reminder. As discussed earlier, madam, you can see, man, the thing repetitive, gone, very repetitive, very, 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 very repetitive. So, best case scenario, it's just repetitive. Worst case scenario, I think is passive aggressive. Deaconess Afubere will be thinking that who is this small boy? That what gives him the effrontery to be scolding me like this? Because he is who? On top what? You know what? Let me wait. During the meeting, I will tell him his life story. So these are some of the small things that we do that, you know, we're getting attitude from people. We don't know where the attitude is coming from. It's from all these small, small things. So we need to be more, how will I say now? We need to be more polished. We need to work on our tone. We need like a polished modern tone when dealing with these things, okay? And also try and maintain respect while we keep this thing professional and keep this thing very direct. Because when people say kindly note, kind reminder, as discussed earlier, there's some people who even add and then they'll now put question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Aye, that one is the worst. I don't know who teaches people to do that. You add it, then you now put 3 question marks. If you've been doing 3 question marks, please stop it. I can assure you, whoever it is that you send that thing to, especially if the person, if there's some unequal stature there, maybe the person is older or the person has more money than you. I can assure you the person has taken offense. You just add it and put three question mark because you are who. Okay, so um, all right, now some things that we can try to be professional and to be direct, maybe like whether it's email or WhatsApp or whatever. By the way, for me, I prefer to do these reminders through phone calls. Okay, I prefer to do it through phone calls. If they don't pick the call, it is then that I will send a WhatsApp message or a text message with any of these suggestions that I'm doing. The reason I prefer a phone call is, we can warm it up. Deaconess Afubero, good morning, ma. So, my dear, how are you? That we're very fine. Oh. I hope the weather is okay there in Ibonyi. In Abuja, we'll just be having like 7 days rain. So, my dear, that in Ebonyi, the rain is blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we thank God it's better than the heat. Okay, no problem. And Deaconess, please don't forget to, you said that when you're back in Lagos, we're going to meet, blah, blah. See, when it's a phone call, we can have it in a very conversational something. You see, put some personal flair. You can also be direct. And then it's also a nice touch point. So if Deaconess Afubero did not now answer the phone call, I will now send a WhatsApp message or a text message. Worst case scenario, email. But to be frank, I don't, anyway, I won't say never. I don't think I remember sending an email to remind somebody this last year. I can't remember. I don't even know if there's any point. Who reads the emails? So I'll now say, Deaconess, good morning, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling earlier. I'm following up on our scheduled meeting for blah 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 date. Dot dot dot. Even if you just leave it like this, can you see it's different? There's no passive aggression. We can't really say insult, and we've kind of dropped the idea. Deaconess Afubero. Okay, let me assume that I didn't call her. I just sent message. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I'm writing this now to confirm our upcoming meeting tomorrow, our upcoming call tomorrow at so 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 and so time, so 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 and so place. Will you be available, ma? Question mark. Even if you just write Deaconess Afubero, I'm writing to confirm our upcoming WhatsApp message. So it's WhatsApp. So we guys be polite. So good morning, Deaconess Afubero. I'm writing to confirm our upcoming call tomorrow at so 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 and so date. Even if you just end it with dot dot dot, it's still better than at. Then you do triple question marks, all those other things. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. Remember, my own pattern, my own formula is I call first. When they don't answer, then I send this message. But I'm assuming that lots of you just prefer to just send the message. So, where was I? Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling you. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling you moments ago. I was checking in regarding our appointment time on so date and blah 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 blah. Are we still on course? Will you still be available? Is it still holding? Whatever you get. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling you ahead of our meeting tomorrow. I wanted to share this updated agenda. This is even the best. It's the most valuable because there's value add. You're even reminding the person stylishly, this is what we're supposed to discuss. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubera. I tried calling earlier ahead of our meeting tomorrow. I wanted to share this updated agenda. Remember that at the last discussion, we discussed 1, 2, 3. And so because of that, when we see tomorrow, we're supposed to discuss 4, 5, 6. In fact, for that one, I will now add, is there anything that you would like to add to the agenda, ma? I'm even making it a conversation. If she responds, if she responds, most likely we're on course. If she responds and says, oh yes, we forgot this particular issue. Oh, sorry about that, man. This or that. So I might take it that we're both we're both going to be there at so time. Something like that. You get. But this whole thing of trying to confirm and reminding what the agenda is going to be and stuff like that, that one is the best. That one is the best, the very best, in my own opinion. Then let's see what other options again. uh well, we'll manage this one. For those people who like to keep it short, we can manage this one. People who say, looking forward to our chat today at, that one is okay. You add the message. So, looking forward to our chat today at this time, or add the message, looking forward to our chat at so time. But of course, I'll put some more flourish there. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling you moments ago. I'm looking forward to our conversation. I'm looking forward to our site visit. I'm looking forward to our meeting. I'm looking forward to our debrief. I'm looking forward to our, whatever session at so and so time, so and so place. Send. So we can manage that one. Then, uh, let's see. So I wrote a list. I wrote out a few. Let me see. Okay, this one, me personally, I don't like. I don't like this kind of pattern. But it's a Nigerian thing, and we can't stop Nigerians from Nigerianing. So this whole I hope your week is going well. For me, this I hope your week is going well. Happy Sunday. I hope your day is going well. I don't think it's necessary, though. But for those of you who like it, good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I hope your week is going well. I'm just dropping this quick note to confirm our meeting for so time, so place today. So time, so place Wednesday. So time, so place Friday. But me personally, I hope your week is going well. We can cut that out. But anyway, Nigerians like that thing. So I guess if you must, you can put it. The reason why I advise against I hope your week is going well, I hope your whatever is because it's not it's one of these polite was is it niceties? One of these polite niceties that we don't really want to know the answer to. It's not as if we're expecting Deaconess Afubero to write back and say, my dear, my week was terrible. And honestly, even if Deaconess Afubero responds back and say, my week was terrible, what am I going to say next, actually? What will I say? So, honestly speaking, it's not as if we care about the response. So, why put the thing anyway? But anyway, I hope your week is going well, blah, blah, blah. If you like that kind of thing, yeah, continue. Then, the checking in, another checking in one. So, hello, Deaconess Afubero. Oh, by the way, a note on hi. Uh-huh. We're in Nigeria, and seniority is a thing in this part of the world. So depending on who you're talking to, what culture, what religion, high might not be, you know, it might not be the best. Like yesterday, we had NEPA issues as usual. Transformer scattered as usual. So I was outside with the neighbors, and then I was with Chief Tony. Now Chief Tony is like 68. Then I was also with Alhaji Dantata. Not that Dantata that all of you know, but he's related. But Alhaji Dantata is like 50, 54, 54. Okay. But you can see that these guys, they senior me well. Senior me well. Although at some point, Alhaji Dantata said, hey, this is my son. In my mind, I'm like, who is your son? Son what? Anyway, let me just keep quiet because, well, the guy does senior me. He senior me. Anyway, so now when we have runs to do now with Chief Tony and with Alhaji Dantata, I can't be sending a message, hi, as a reminder. You get, even though we're men, I cannot be behind them. We're not age mates. So I might win well, I might mean well, and send Chief Tony, hi, gentle reminder, something, something, something. When he sees it, he'll be worried that these Gen Z people, small boy of yesterday, something, something, that what would give this guy the right to be sending me hi? Same thing with Chief Dantata. If the guy receives a hi from me, you know, it'll be somehow. So let's be careful about hi, hi, hey. Uh, what about hello? You know what? I'm not sure, but let's be careful about hi and hey. Let's careful about hi and hey. Just in case you go online and you do small research and you get some templates, and the templates start with hi, please delete that hi to be on the safe side. You can never fail with good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I need to think about hello, just to be sure. Hello, Deaconess Afubero. I need to think about that. Let me get an informed opinion. But you can't fail with good morning, good afternoon, good evening in the Nigerian context. Then, for those of you who are Nigerians, maybe based in America or based in the UK, I don't know, maybe hi works over there. But here, let's be careful. Let's be very very careful. So, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? I'm looking at my list and I can't remember where I was. I hope your week is going well. Okay, that's where I stopped last. Then, good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I'm just checking in to see if this particular time works for our meeting tomorrow. Question mark. Send. You see? Reminding, notifying, and then also seeking some feedback. Are we still on course? Is this thing still working? Are we still moving? So, hello, Deaconess Afu. Okay, let me try hello. Let me try hello. But for those of you who don't think hello is appropriate in this instance, let me know. So, hello, Deaconess Afubero. No, you know what? I don't think that hello is sounding sweet in my mouth. Let me just leave it. So, good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I'm just checking in to see if so and so time still works for our meeting this coming Friday. Question mark. Send. Good morning, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling you moments ago. I'm excited to connect later in the day at so time. Please let me know if you need to adjust the timing or if I can still call as planned. You see? So you're not just giving them the info, you're also trying to get some feedback. Stylishly, we're trying to ask, like, are you going to show? Because there's no point in showing up if the person is not going to be available. Then, for those of you who are playing politics, elections are coming up. Yeah, if a guy is not around, there's no point in going for that meeting, which is why I say it's also a good move to collect the phone number of the PA. So, as you're chatting with Deaconess Afubero, you're also chatting with PA. In fact, I would even call PA first. Let's say Deaconess Afubero's PA. Let's say his name is Henry. So, Henry, what's up now? How you doing? So it's me now. This guy, Lagos that time now. Tavishima, that Benue boy. Oh, bros, how you doing now? I'm good. This that. People are still in there boy, Yabi. Say yeah. So remember, Madam say we're meeting at Hilton on Friday. Abi, is that still the plan? Henry will now say, my brother, I'm not sure because that Friday we'll be landing Lagos around that kind of 5 p.m. So this one that you said the meeting is 7. Bros, let me not lie you. That's 7. I don't think he's sure. I don't think he's sure. So, okay. I should just confirm from Madam Abi. Yeah, sure, no problem, no problem. Then I will now call Deaconess Afubero. You see? But I've gotten some background info first. That meeting at Hilton, 7 o'clock, is not sure. So I'll call her. If we talk, it'll be good. Oh, Deaconess, how's the trip? Blah blah blah. Oh, I was just chatting with Henry. Says people have had a very busy week. I said, honestly, my dear, a very busy week. So as the week has been busy like this, man, are you sure that you're up for it to land straight from airport and then from there heading to Hilton? She's the one that will now tell me that, oh, it's not a big deal. Then yes, I'll be there. I might be 30 minutes late because you know how Lagos traffic can be. Oh, sorry, there's no Hilton in Lagos. At Sheraton. So I might be 30 minutes late because you don't know about traffic, but yeah, I'll be there. So Madame will now tell me herself that kind of thing. I now know for sure because I spoke to her PA, Henry, first before I now called Madame. So I'm now on good ground that I can go for that meeting. Then let's see what else. What else? So one moment, just scrolling through the things that I came up with. Then it's another way that you can send a reminder as if you're trying to be helpful or just trying to work out logistics. So good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling earlier to help you prepare for our meeting on so 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 and so date. Here is the link for the Zoom meeting. Send. You see, so that one's kind of a reminder. In theory, if she's not up for it, she'll say, "Ah, no, sorry, I won't be available for so 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 time." Or here is a link to the location for Sheraton on the mainland, not Sheraton. Isn't it Sheraton on Lagos Island? Forgive me, I've not lived in Lagos for a while. But let's just assume that there's Sheraton on the mainland, Sheraton on the island. So here's the link for Sheraton on the island, and we're going to be at the piano lounge or whatever. You see, but this one you're trying to be helpful. Just give them small logistics. Try calling earlier to help you prepare for our meeting. Here's the link to location. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I'm just sending you over the calendar link for our connection later today. See, that's also a stylish something. If she's not available, she'll say, "Oh, my dear, I'm sorry, 9 p.m. doesn't work for me anymore. Can we reschedule?" Or another one. Good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I want to reshare the calendar invite, or I want to reshare the. How will I put it? No, calendar invite. No, who sends? No, Nigerians don't really do calendar invite. I want to reshare the Zoom link. Abi? The Zoom link, the Gmail, no, Google Meet. The Zoom link, the Google Meet link, the Microsoft Teams link, for our meeting later on today. Send. If it's not available, she'll say, my dear, doesn't work for me. By the way, if what Deaconess Afubero does is she doesn't reply, but she just adds the message and she just give thumb up. Okay, I guess you show up for the meeting. She just did thumb up, so I guess she'll be there. Then uh, another one. Okay, so good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I tried calling earlier to confirm if our session at so 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 time still fits into your schedule. See, that's not bad. I've already told you I don't like the productive week one, but if you must, good afternoon, Deaconess Afubero. I hope you're having a productive week. I'm following up on our appointment set for so 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 date, so 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 time. Will you still be available? And let's see. Okay, let me just stop here because all the things I'm saying are pretty much different ways of saying the same thing. I guess the summary of what I'm trying to say is if you have been sending kindly note, stop it. If you have been sending a kind reminder, sir, stop it. If you have been sending, as discussed earlier, stop it. We can manage those ones. If you have been sending 3 question marks, never do that again. It's not even a matter of stop it. Never do that again. If you've been sending kindly notes, you don't like any of my suggestions so far, but you're still trying to think of what to do, well, we can be managing the kindly note. It's not the best. But if you've been sending 3 question marks, never you do that again. Never. If you don't believe me, you have a girlfriend, is your babe. Send the 3 question marks to her. See the response. Let me know. I gave you my phone number. Call me and let me know. How did that work out for you? Or the other way around. Is your boyfriend, is your husband. Send him the 3 question mark and then let me know. Or is your mother, the one way born you, send her the 3 question marks as reminder. Then send me a message. Let me know how that worked out for you. So stop it. Then some other things. All this kindly find attached. Please remove that from your emails. There's no need for kindly find attached. I have attached the document as a PDF. Or here's the document attached as a whatever. Kindly find attached. Remove it. Too stuffy, too formal. Then revert back to me. I don't know who has taught Nigerians this revert, this revert. Everybody nowadays they do revert. Oh, thank you. I'll revert by close of business today. Revert, revert, revert. So stop the revert. Not please revert back to me. Please let me know by, or I'm looking forward to your feedback by, or how soon can you give me your feedback on this particular matter? Stop all this revert, revert, revert. Then sir/ma. I've received that one also. Let's not be lazy. You've had a conversation with someone. Clearly, I know that Dikino Safubero is a woman. And clearly, all these my templates, I've stored them uh what's it called? Can't remember, sorry. For those of us who use Android phones, there's this thing where you save messages that you use all the time. What is this thing called? Sorry, let me just check my keyboard. Let me keyboard. Clipboard. Yes, clipboard. Yes, I just checked my Google keyboard. So it's clipboard. So don't just copy paste what's in your clipboard. Edit it. All this dear sir, man. It's not hard. Delete sir so that the thing will read dear ma. Simple. Or clear out dear sir ma entirely and just put Deaconess Afubero. Or use our official title. Because some people are big on those things. Some people are very big on those things. There's some people that if you say, "Oh, good morning, Mr. Okafo," they will look you in the eye and they will say, "Doctor, Doctor Okafo." For that kind of person, never you make that mistake of calling him Mister again. Even if you call him Chief Okafo, he will still look you in the eye and he will say, "Doctor," because anybody can be a chief, but doctorate, is a different something. He worked for that doctorate, so he will correct you. And believe me, it happens. The first time it happened to me, my mom, I was young then. Well, much younger because I'm still young now. And I had just learned how to drive then. So, driving car was hungry me then. Any small thing I was looking for excuse to carry the car key. So, mom still needed this thing that needed to go to the island. And I knew one or two people on island. I said, you know what, myself, let me, just feel like a big boy now. Just grab the car, just drive. So I told her, nah, no need to call Mr. Tunde. That was Mom's driver at the time. I said, I'll drop it off. She said, okay. And she told me very specifically, I can't remember what it was, but she said, when you get there, you will address her as Doctor, Chief, Miss, Architect, blah, 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 so. I said, okay, mommy. She said, no, don't okay, mommy, me. I am telling you, you will address her as Doctor, Chief, Mrs., Professor, so. I said, okay, mommy, no problem. I left because my mom, my mom is on the cool side. She not too formal, not too stiff. And then, by association, her friends are also the same way. The formality is not too, excuse me, formality is not too much, not too stiff. You get. So I just assume that it will be like that. So I get to the house, very nice house. The enter inside, the woman comes down, and I begin to shine teeth with her. And I say, good morning, ma. And as my mother said it, the woman repeated it. Doctor, Chief, Mrs. Oh, so. Oh, okay. And now took dressing. So I knew that, okay, for Momsy's friends, other people are cool. Hey, good morning, ma. It's been a long time, blah, blah, blah. That one works with other women. But I just knew that when I see that woman in that particular altar, it is a Doctor, Chief, Mrs. Architect, something, something, something. So these things are very, very important for some people. Now, first name basis. We're in Nigeria. Be careful. We're in Nigeria. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. So you had a meeting with Dr. Okafor, and Dr. Okafor said, please call me Robert. Okay. Then you will take the liberty and you'll be calling him Robert. See, anyway, you might want to convince me different, but I've seen this thing cause quarrel too many times. Even for me, it has caused issue. There was one particular madam, let's just say her name is Victoria. Always saying my she was like, no, 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 we passed that stage and this and this and that and that. I'm not an old woman. So yes, I'm older than you. So I say, please call me Victoria. I said, okay. After I've been calling her Victoria for like 2 weeks, I started getting some kind of attitude. And so I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm like, Madam, you're the one that said, please call me Victoria. So this first name basis thing, my own opinion, let's be careful. Or you vary it. So if you say, oh, Dr. Kafo, and says, oh, come on, please call me Robert. Me personally, I'll call him Dr. Robert. Or I'll call him Mr. Anyway, let me leave you guys up to that. The point I'm just trying to make is this first name basis thing in Nigeria is still sketchy. It's still very sketchy. So be careful. So in the UK, that works. In the UK, that works. Like your manager is Robert Bruce, and he will say, "Oh, come on, call me Bob." Everybody calls me Bob, so you will be calling him Bob back and forth. That one doesn't cause any problem. But in Nigeria, the thing can cause problems. So first name basis, be careful. So just so that when you're sending the message, you should know. And we're talking about situations where, because remember, in Nigeria, we still have this thing about respect and all that. So if there's unequal status in title, in age, in wealth, in social standing, in whatever, be very, very careful. So even if when I'm with Deaconess Afubero, if she says, "Oh, come on, we're not in church. Don't call me Deaconess Afubero. Everybody calls me Helen." So even if on a normal I call her Helen, in the message I won't put Helen there. To be on the safe side, you know what? Okay, let me let me just end this one here. I've not totally thought this one through. I'm just saying that be careful when it comes to the first name basis thing. You don't want to torpedo your meeting appointment just because you sent Dr. Okafor a message saying, "Hi Robert, how you doing? Don't forget because that hi Robert, how you doing? Maybe." So he might have said, "Yes, please call me Robert," but you're assuming too many airs. Anyway, summary: just be careful. You get the point. So that's it. It's almost 40 minutes, so let me bring that to a close. And I hope I've been able to convince some of you of better ways of confirming the meeting, confirming the site visit, confirming the inspection, confirming the agenda, confirming the phone call, confirming the Zoom meeting, confirming the whatever it is that you need to do. So, thank you very much for your time and attention. I will catch you all some other time. And remember, if you want to connect with me, you can call me, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080 Also, if you don't want to listen to the longer episodes every day, you just want the short PDF summaries, then ask to be joined to the WhatsApp group and I'll send you the link so you can do that. And you get the summaries, you just read it 3 to 5 minutes. If you're curious, you can go to the podcasting app on Spotify, YouTube, or whichever audio player that you listen to, and then listen to the longer episode. So that's it. Catch you all some other time.